Hello everybody and welcome to Contraband Police Prologue. It's a game developed by Crazy Rocks Games and published by Playway SA. Playway SA have been doing kind of a lot of these prologues, so-called prologues. They're essentially demos that come out before the full game comes out. They've done similar things with I Am Your President and Farmer's Life. The full version of this game is due, I think, Q4 2021, so later this year. I'm going to share my initial thoughts on the game. The game's quite short. I think you get 5 days of in-game time in the prologue. I'll share my kind of initial thoughts and then some suggestions on what could be done to make the game a bit better. First thing to note is the game runs like absolute crap, and I've had to, I'll show you, turn down 8A completely. I found the video quality didn't actually make much of a difference to frame rate, but 8A seemed to have a bit of an effect. Nice to see an FOV slider there, even if it does only go up to 80. Nice to see. Right. So we'll get into the game. The game, it's similar to Papers, Please, I would say, in the sense that you obviously have papers checks. You have to see who you are letting into the newly formed country of Akaristan, kind of ex-Soviet setting. So we'll let our first car through here, and we'll see if they've got any contraband, see if their papers are in order. Nice big truck actually. I've not had any of the trucks. I should say I'm on, I think, the 4th day. So the second last day here. So we're going to see if this guy has his documents in check. We'll have a look around his cargo and see if there's anything suspicious looking in there. Just before we go here, you have this board, and each day there's going to be restrictions or suspects. So there's a suspect. If they have a name, you see the name on one of these papers, you'll know that there's somebody that you should definitely look for contraband. Restrictions today is that we're not allowed food. Fairly simple. Okay. We open up this menu here. We can see Anton Sacharov. The name definitely checks out. He is from Akaristan, so I don't think he needs a passport. Or not a passport, an entry permit, because he is from this country. Illich 57. Let's check his vehicle type's the correct one. We'll go here. Illich 57. That looks right. See the maximum weight here. I'll just check the expiration date actually first. Yeah, that seems fine. Okay, this all looks in order so far. Just check the weight. 7,250 kilos. Just check that. And he falls quite nicely into that. Right, let's check inside. So what's his cargo? He's got 2 refrigerators. That looks okay. 3 gas ranges. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Soap 1. Yep. Cement 17. Really, I'm gonna assume that that's 17. I'm not counting all of them. 1 toilet. Yep. More of that, and 1 biohazards. So this looks all okay. We'll just have a wee poke around in the cabin, see if there's anything he's trying to hide here. No, that all looks fine. Okay. So nice easy one to start off. That looks all in order. Let's return. Oh yes, of course we have to give him his stamp. Oh, actually, this is a new feature actually here. I didn't realize. Okay, so we need to actually look at the confirmed cargo. Okay, this makes a bit more sense than having to count everything. So now use, okay, Okay. Ah, here we go. Okay, this makes a bit more sense than having to count everything up. It's nice. I was actually getting a bit worried about having to count everything because that could be annoying, but this makes that a lot easier. I should have paid attention to the tutorial. So, 2 refrigerators. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Inspection's finished. That's all, and we're going to give him the green stamp here to say that he's allowed in. Very simple, as I said. Similar to Papers, Please, but with vehicles instead of just the papers. Okay, so he's going to drive on, and as he goes through, we will let this next one pass. You'll see I'm holding an ice axe there. We have different tools, and each of them will let you kind of deconstruct different bits of the car. So the sharp ones will let you cut through seats. The blunt ones, like the crowbar, will let you pop off the tops of crates and stuff like that. Just show you relatively quickly. I don't think we're actually going to get to go around the world today. There's not really much to show. Basically, I think the radar station and the lumberjacks, from what I've seen, they are not in the prologue. The old ruins, again, not in the prologue. Labour camp, when you find contraband in somebody's vehicle, you arrest them and then you take them to the labour camp in your police van over there. We might have a wee drive around in that later so I can show the driving. Junkyard, I think that's probably where you're going to sell cars. I've not seen that yet though. We might see that today. If we don't, I'm going to assume it's not in the prologue. Police base, that's where you sell contraband. Then Vlado's tools, that's where you buy all your tools from. It's fairly simple. Okay, so this guy, I'll just open that up and get his papers. Let's have a wee look. It's a bit annoying having to actually, so when they hand out the papers, I wish it would just go into this slot. I wish you didn't have to actually click on the papers because it can be a bit annoying sometimes. Right, first things first, the easiest one. Let's do the weight. That's absolutely fine. Name, Osman Unal. Yep. So this guy has an entry permit because he's not actually from Akaristan. So we're going to have to check a few things here. Passport number, does that match? It does indeed. Valid to the 25th of October, that's fine. Date of expiration of his passport is the 20th of April. He's got 1 day left on that, but it does fall in today, so that's fine. Entry reason transit, yep. Okay, this all looks fine. This all looks fine. Let's check his registration number actually. I forgot to do that in the last guy. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, again, fine. So we'll open up this and let's have a wee look and see what he's got in here. So we can actually, oh, I didn't mean to do that. How do I get, oh, it's C, isn't it? Okay. We can actually, okay, unpack everything. Okay, that's a bit easier than having to squeeze into the back. So we just unpack all this rubbish here. So we talk to this guy, we can return the cargo. We're not quite going to do that, we're just going to count everything up first. Okay. Okay, so that's, I think, everything counted. That's not cargo. Oh, and the biohazards. Okay, so let's have a look. 3 soap, is that okay? Yes. 10 fertilizer. Yes. Potato stacks. 5. Yep. Oh, and actually, remember, we're not allowed food today, so we're going to keep that in mind. We're not allowed food. So I think we confiscate that probably. I'm not sure though. So let's pop. I'm just gonna do this to show how this would work. So yeah, if there was contraband in there you would see it, but in this case there's not. I just opened a biohazardous substance. Right, so talk to this guy. We'll return the cargo, I think. Close that, and then we will go here to our inspection report, which I forgot to do for the last guy actually. So that matches, that matches, that matches, that matches, that. The paper background, that's important actually. We'll just check that. So every country has a different background of paper that their passports and vehicle cards are on. That looks fine. Let's look at the inspection report. Registration number, photo. Oh, actually it's photo, we didn't check that. Yep. I don't think there were any, I didn't see any problems with the vehicle itself. It looks all to be in order. Oh, we've got a smashed window there. We'll just put that up. Broken window 1. But he does not meet the daily restrictions, so we're going to have to deny him entry, unfortunately. So inspections finished. Red. Sorry, you did not meet the minimum specifications. Okay, that's fine. We seem to have a horribly yellow vehicle next. I think I might turn him away just for that, but we will see. Right, let's invite the next vehicle through. See in the top left there we got a justified refusal, which means that essentially if I go to the, I can't do it now, it's gone, but yeah, you can get it if you want. You can look at the kind of summary of the audit and everything you got right and wrong, and I'll just have a look at this. Right, Yuri, oh god, I can't, that matches, okay. You can do this, but you can click to make sure everything matches, but it does bring down this bar, and when this bar goes to 0 you can no longer use that ability, so it's, you have to kind of be careful. If there's a big long name then you might use it, but if everything's easy to read there's not really any reason to use it. Okay, max weight, he checks, is that an Azar 5 or an Azar V, I think? Yes it is. And where's he from? Akaristan, that's fine. FDR 91930. Yep. Yep, we'll just inspect for any damage. We've got one broken window there, so we'll just tally that on. Nice and easy. Oh, we've got 2 broken windows actually. I don't know how I didn't see that second one there. Just tally that on, but everything else seems fine so far. Open this up. Take out. Okay, this one I don't think we need to take it out. It's not giving me the option to take it out, but that's fine. So, radioactive materials. I don't know why we're letting some guy in a yellow van take through radioactive materials, but that is not my job to decide that. So, that looks fine, but again, cucumbers. They are food items and thus are not allowed in. Inspecting this finish. Oh, there we go. Okay. Denied. Sorry, Yuri. You're gonna have to come back another day. Right. Let's talk about, while we wait for this next one, I'll talk about some kind of things. I like the game, I will say that. I think it's got a lot of promise, and obviously this is very much a demo of what the final game's going to be. If they can sort out some of the problems, like just the kind of general clunkiness with selecting things, the performance problems of course, stuff like that, I think that this game could be really enjoyable. Just quickly go in here. So this is your post, essentially. This is the extent of your post, and then in here we've got the contraband warehouse where we keep obviously our contraband. If we can check the storage, I've got just some tools in there just now because it's the only place to really keep them. We go through here, this is the custody centre, we've got a cell here, that'll be where the prisoners go if they are trying to smuggle some contraband in their country. That's basically the extent of it. You can upgrade these areas but not in the demo, so that'll be available at full release. As we get a terrible spike there. Right, let's go and check this guy. Hopefully he has some contraband, because it's kind of the point of the game and I'm not getting anybody. Right. Elik Kormaz. There we go. Zagger, type 53. Let's have a look. Yes, that's fine. Max weight 5750. We'll just check this first. I'll just use the kind of match thing here. Reason work 24th of July. That's fine. Fine. It's important actually. I've not checked this for all of the other ones that they're actually using. To see the stamp here. That stamp looks fine. Okay, he's got one pig. Oh, I accidentally dropped my ice axe. Let's try and pick that up. Let's check the weight. That's fine. We'll look in here. We can unpack the pig if we want, but I don't think we need to. Yep. Okay. Any issues with the car? Can't really see any. Not really. Okay. In here? Oh, everything's fine. Okay, we'll give this guy the go ahead. I don't think a pig counts as food. I think a pig is probably livestock. Inspection is finished. That is all. There we go. Absolutely fine. What a model citizen here. How many more do we have? So you get a kind of set amount queuing up each day and you have to go through each of them. Okay. You see we got a valid entry there. If I go to the audit summary here, oh, we missed quite a few things on the bodywork. These kind of car damage checks, they don't limit you from letting them in, but you get a bit of a bonus if you pick up on them, so they're not too important. Let this next guy through. Yes, the weather is very nice. He's trying to sweet talk me here. Not gonna let him though. Bahar Yavuz, yep. Illich 57. Yep. Passport number, I'll just do the little thing. That's all fine, that's fine, that's fine. We saw that stamp already and that's okay. So we'll just check the reg numbers here. Yep. Yep. Okay, and then we'll have a little look in here. Two cement and three gas ranges. That looks okay to me. Just put that back up for him as well so his cargo doesn't fall out. Inspection's finished. Let's give him the green light. You're very welcome. Okay. Yeah, the game is it's fun in that kind of strange way where you're doing a very mundane task. Oh god, oh god. What have I done wrong? The expiration date, I thought I checked that. Oh well. It's the first one I've actually failed. But yeah, as I was saying, the game's fun. It's strange. Playway seem to develop a lot of these games that have you doing what would kind of usually be considered very mundane tasks. Games like House Flipper, Cooking Simulator, stuff like that. They seem to find a way of making these games fun. It's strange. I'm looking forward to seeing what this game's like when it comes out. That is not a valid vehicle card. Come on. Come on. He's chancing it here. Look at that. Let's check everything else is okay. I'm gonna assume it is, but that vehicle card is this is the first time I've seen them not have a valid background actually. Yeah, this is all okay. Yeah. And then we'll just check the cow. Ooh. Let's have a wee look in there. I didn't realise there was a wee compartment there. That seems okay. We'll just have a check of the cabin because it's... Oh, okay. So you can kind of look in all these little, there's a lot of little areas that people can hide stuff in the different vehicles, and each vehicle has different things. Some of them have the light up here that you can pry off, some of them don't. You can have contraband hidden in tires. So I notice that's a flat tire there. I'll just check if any of the other ones are. Everything else looks okay. We've got a broken window there, so we'll just check the flat tire and the broken window. That's not right. There we go. And then we're gonna say you're not coming in because of the paper background. Entry denied. That's the first guy I've had to deny today. You made a mistake. I don't think I did somehow, but okay. We just watch him leave, and then that will be this day over. And at the end of the day we go and rest, and I'll just play a little bit of the second day, and hopefully we can actually get some contraband, because that was a relatively boring day there. See, at the end of each day you get money for correct checks, and you lose money for maintenance and incorrect checks. Quite simple. As the game saves. The game saves only at the end of the day, which is a bit annoying. But it's not too... the days are short enough that it's not too big of an issue, but it can be a bit annoying. I opened that before there was even a car queued up there. Okay, so what have we got first? A white van. Always a bit sketchy, white vans. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. Suspects and restrictions. Okay. Nothing of note today. Is this the only car we're getting today? Interesting. Can I have your documents? Yes. Tuli Insalu. Yes. Passport number BCM72649. Yep. Valid. Yes. That's not valid. Okay. Should put that in our inspection report. A year out of date almost. So he's not going to get in, but we might as well check everything else. The Azar 5, I think this is the right car, but you might as well check. Yes, it is. Max weight. Let's have a wee look here. Okay, that's all okay so far, except for the registration. Guy's a bit sketchy though, I think. So we'll just have a wee look inside. Nothing there. Nothing there, right. Look at the cargo. Can we unpack this? Yes, there we go. So you actually have to have the clipboard open to unpack everything. We're gonna have a wee look in some of his cargo to see if there's anything dodgy, since he is on expired licenses. So we're looking. Okay, I don't think he actually has any contraband. I think he's just a bit of an idiot. Yeah, it's all fine. Oh, you just open them. Yeah, okay, that's fine. So we'll return his his cargo and refuse him entry based on his expiry date there. Just wait for vengeance. Okay. You notice I've got this wood here. I think what the wood will do eventually in the main game, if I go into the map, I think you'll be able to take it to the lumberjack and do something with it there. I've not been able to do that so far, and I think I'm on the 5th day now, which is, if I'm right, the last day of the demo, but we'll see. Yeah, got that one right. Okay, hello. Oh god, okay. This hasn't happened before. So we're gonna have to get into the car and chase this dude. Okay. I will say the driving in this game is not great, so this might be a bit of a failure here. You notice as we're driving around, there's barriers over some of the roads. That is because the demo has only certain areas that you're allowed to explore. So just keep that in mind. But obviously it's a free demo, so what do you expect? And the game's not finished yet. It's an interesting thing. I didn't expect there to be car chases in the game. It's a nice break from the kind of mundanity of the just checking papers over and over again. We'll just have a... I'm scared if I crash him, I'm gonna hit this, kill this cow, but I suppose that's a risk you have to take. So we'll try and pit maneuver him here. I don't know if it'll work. It will work. So I don't really know how I'm supposed to win this. I guess I just crash him until he stops. Luckily, I think my van seems to be a bit faster than his big lumbering truck, so... And the game froze. There we go. So we go and arrest him. Please step out of the vehicle and you're going to jail. Okay, so I'm gonna assume, is he in my... Oh, I've got a new promotion. Yes, there he is. So now we just head back to the... We'll turn off that siren and we'll turn off the radio as well. We are the police, we're allowed to just veer out in front of unsuspecting motorists. Right, let's have a wee look at the map. I wish the map would go maybe a bit more transparent when you're driving. It can be just a bit obstructive. So the map could, I think that would be something very easy to implement, and I'm sure. I mean, stuff like that is obviously going to be rectified for the final release, or at least I would hope it would be. Okay, let's keep going. As we hit another FPS, the performance really has to be fixed. I don't know if it's just on my rig, but the game doesn't really look good enough, and it's not big enough to run like this. I have not got the admittedly the most powerful PC in the world, but it should be better than this, and I see no reason for the kind of terrible performance. Oh, I really can't. I can't be bothered moving it, so we're just gonna do this. There we go. As we what's this? Pick up the phone. Okay. Okay. Okay, right. I am gonna finish the video here because I know that this is going to be the end of the prologue, and I'm not going to. I don't. If you want to play this, I'm not going to spoil the ending, basically. So I will leave it here. I'm just going to go and get the weapon first because we'll just show that off quickly. It's a gun. So we'll take the gun. I mean, the game is not obviously focused on 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 ballistics or ballistic realism, but oh. Well, I'll leave it there. I'm sorry we didn't find any contraband, but I think I kind of showed well enough how you would be going about finding the contraband. I showed how you would open the sacks and stuff, and yeah, I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I hope to see you again at some point, and goodbye.